Hey everybody, it's old Raptor Jesus here, and in today's episode of the RPG Workshop, we're going to talk about how you make a character in the Top Secret RPG. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hey everyone, how's it going? So today I thought we would go through a little bit of a character creation tutorial for Top Secret, which is a game I've been trying to understand and hopefully try to run soon. I might get some session reports up whenever I do start running, so that is something I would like to do. I also did a Gamma World campaign, so I wanted to do some session reports of that, but I haven't really got all my thoughts together on it and got the thoughts of the players too, because I would like to actually do that, their perspective on things and how things went. Anyway, let's get to this Top Secret character creation, which is a very interesting system. It's percentile based, which is probably one of my favorite ways of mechanics. It relates to how TSR kind of has their systems, because this is the early days. This one's actually from 1980, of course, and so they kind of had three systems, D6 based and D10 based, but D10s didn't really come out until a little bit later, and how we do percentile dice is actually completely different. They didn't have those the hundreds place dice. That's a new innovation from my era, from the 90s. I got my very first percentile dice. Actually, my first D&D dice I bought from a bookstore. And you totally had to fill them in with a crayon, but I never got the crayon, so I just painted them with one of my mom's makeup brushes. And they look pretty good still, I think. So when you're rolling up a character, you're going to do it in order, of course, which I think is just the best way to roll up a character. It creates a very organic character. And in my opinion, I think you should be playing the game with pre-made characters that the DM has already made. This just makes it so much easier, because you can record all the information beforehand. And it also gives you a really nice stack of characters in case someone gets shot in the head way too early. So it really isn't a video for players, because in my opinion, games should be run in a black box fashion, where the DM is making all of the rolls, and the players just have to tell us what they're doing. Give me what your action is. Don't worry about the mechanics and odds of success. I think this saves the players from being paralyzed by analyzing too much data that the character sheet brings, especially when they're new to the game. Players will have no idea what these numbers mean, but hopefully I can explain what they actually represent in this little tutorial for you guys. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to roll percentile dice, but there's this handy little table on page 5 of the Top Secret book that gives you a bonus. If you roll really low, in the 25 or less range, you're going to add a 25 to that. So your minimum really is something like 26 to 50 in any of these attributes, because you're supposed to be spies, you're supposed to be highly trained and skilled professionals. And you won't really reach very high numbers. You might reach 100 in your attribute, but really nothing higher than that. That would be too much. So for the first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll his physical strength. Got a 42. Next is his charm. So the 82 is pretty good. You can assume that a 50 is actually a standard, essentially a average default, you could assume. So this guy is just simply a charming fella. Now some of these secondary traits, what you're going to do is you're going to average them for most of them. Most of them I'll end up ignoring because a lot of these, like observation and shock value, are they're more advanced from the companion book. And a lot of this other stuff, like how alignment is, I really actually like how alignment is determined in this system. So let's do a little bit of quick maths. We're going to ignore observation and shock value for the moment. And movement is something you look up. This is an okay movement, an average movement, I would assume. And your life level is similar to hit points, but hit points usually represents your stamina or maybe your luck. Life level is exactly your life because combat in this game can be fairly deadly, especially when you only got a life level of around 9. Which is, yeah, it's not too bad, it's a little bit below average. And hand-to-hand combat is pretty cool in this system. It's table-based and rarely involves any sort of rolling. It's more of comparing numbers and then looking at the results. Now range combat, that's your normal, you're going to be rolling, and you're going to usually be using your offense value plus the weapon value here. So as you can see on this table here for weapons, you add your offensive value and your projective weapon value, and that determines your base percentage chance, and then you get a modifier based on what the range of the target is. So we're going to choose a special agent because he's going to be one of as an administrator, he's going to be one of the administrator's helpers. Oh, and that's not the agency. It says bureau, it's special agent. His agency is actually one I made called Shadow, which is short for Stealth, Hostage Assistance, Destruction, Observation, or Wet Work. They're kind of a mercenary organization. So I imagine that's a lot easier once you start getting to the real faction side of things. Then we'll real quickly fill these out. These are actually tables too that you roll up, which I find really interesting. And your age is even random. So, as you can see, it's actually not that hard to fill out a top secret character. There's a little bit of complexity with the area knowledges and doing the math and such for the secondary and tertiary personal traits. But beyond that, I think it's actually a pretty simple game, and it's really fun. I haven't really played it at all. I've just read it and done some little solo plays just to get a handle on the rules and such. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Alright fellas, that's the rest of the video. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. I'll probably try to answer anything I missed. Alright, if you want to see more of this content, please feel free to subscribe. If you would like to support anything I do here at Altered Games, please give me a coffee. Down below there's a link. I hope you guys have a good game next time you play, And please keep your shield arm strong, alright? No slacking now.